File this January 9, 2017. File photo shows the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. The U.S. stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time on Wednesday, Sept. 5, 2018. AP photo, Mark Lenehan. File, Singapore, AP. Global markets were mixed Thursday on worries that the U.S. is on the verge of imposing tariffs on another $200 billion of Chinese goods in a mounting trade dispute. Many developing countries are in financial turmoil as rising interest rates and trade disputes rattled investors. Keeping score. In Europe, France's CAC 40 added 0.3% to 5,278 and Germany's DAX rose 0.2% to 12,063. The FTSE 100 index of leading British shares shed 0.2% to 7,369. Wall Street was set for small gains, with Dow futures up 0.2% and the S. Asia State, Japan's benchmark Nikkei 225 lost 0.4% to 22,487.94, and the Kospi in South Korea dropped 0.2% to 2,287.61. Hong Kong's Hang Seng tumbled 1.0% to 26,974.82. The Shanghai Composite Index was 0.5% lower at 2,691.59. Australia's S. U.S.-China trade. Traders fear that the Trump administration is on the cusp of imposing tariffs of up to 25% on an additional $200 billion in Chinese imports, once a public comment period ends Thursday. These tariffs are the administration's response to its charges that Beijing uses predatory tactics to try to supplant U.S. technological supremacy. Since March, the U.S. has applied new tariffs of up to 25% on nearly $85 billion worth of steel and aluminum and various Chinese products, mostly goods used in manufacturing. Separately, the U.S. and Canada have resumed negotiations to try to keep Canada in an updated North American trade pact that also includes Mexico. Canada's trade envoy sounded positive after 3 hours of talks, and investors are confident Canada will be included in the final deal. Crisis in emerging markets. Investors are worried about the impact of rising interest rates and trade disputes on fast-growing, but often fragile, emerging economies. Argentina has seen its currency slide by more than half this year, as families try to cope with 30% inflation. Turkey's lira has fallen almost as much. Iran's rial hit a new record low this week and Venezuela's currency has lost almost all its value. The worry is that big losses in some developing markets could ripple out into the global financial system, as they have in the past, notably in the late 1990s, when several Asian countries eventually required financial rescue. Analysts take an adverse announcement by the U.S. will invoke retaliatory tariffs from China, and this could rattle already nervy markets amid escalating trade tensions, said Vishnu Varathan, head of economics and strategy at Mizuho Bank. Energy. Benchmark U.S. crude rose 6 cents to $68.78 a barrel. Brent crude, used to price international oils, added 18 cents to $77.45 a barrel. Currencies. The dollar fell to 111 yen and 23 cents from 111 yen and 51 cents. The euro strengthened to $1.1646 from $1.1623. Copyright 2018 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, written or redistributed.